Good morning, everyone. So I had a couple of people from my previous video mention that they would like to see how I use my laying tool. This is the tool I'm referring to. It's a tool meant to help you lay your stitches, your threads flat and even as they go down through your fabric. It makes your stitches nice and even and puffy. It helps with your tension. So I'm going to attempt to show it. This unfortunately is a smaller count of fabric. It's an 18 count Aida. I would have liked to have demonstrated on something larger, but I already had this piece set up on my frame, so we're just going to work with it. I've got some large blocks of color that I'm currently working on this piece, so I thought it was a good opportunity to show you how I use my laying tool. Laying tool can be anything. This happens to be one that my husband made for me. He carved it out of bone. As long as it's cylindrical and it has a tapered edge, you're good to go. You can use any number of things to give it a try. This, for example, is one of these chopstick style hair accessories. It's cylindrical, it's round, it's smooth, it's got a tapered edge. You could even use that or something similar to it if you wanted to give it a try before going out and purchasing a laying tool. So I'm going to start this piece of thread right here, and I'm going to use a loop from the front to start. I'm hoping that this camera is not going to shake too much while I'm stitching, because I have it very precariously perched on top of the frame here. So when I use my laying tool, I stitch all of my bottom legs across my fabric in one direction, and I don't use my laying tool for the bottom leg of my crosses. Some people might. I personally do not. And when I'm stitching like this, as you can see, I'm holding the laying tool in my hand that's on the top, and I just hold it while I'm stitching away, and I work my way across the fabric. When I get over as far as I need to be, and I'll work my way across here, and then I'll come back and show you what I mean. Okay, so I've made it all the way across my fabric here with my half stitches. Now I'm going to work my way back. Some people, when they're working on their cross stitch, will railroad their threads, meaning they will split their thread with their needle as they go like this, and then they will put their needle down through the hole to split the threads open so that they will lay flat. I find that, personally for me, I find that really time consuming. I have difficulty getting my needle through the threads all the time. It just wastes time for me. So what I do is I use a laying tool. And so you just put your needle down through the hole. As your bottom hand, as the hand underneath your fabric is pulling the thread through, I comb the top fiber thread with my laying tool and just do that. And as you can see, or I hope you can see, these threads actually have already split apart because they're actually running over the top of the tapered edge of the laying tool, and then they go down through the hole completely even and together and flat. And it makes your stitches kind of puff up a little bit. It also helps a lot with my tension. So I'll show you that again. I pull up my needle, put it down through the hole, comb down my threads, and pull that down. And that's all that's to it. It doesn't take me long. I'm doing it much slower just for demonstration purposes. So I just comb down the fibers. If you find that these are twisted, you can actually split them with your tip of the laying tool and then hold them down flat. And as you can see, they will go down evenly in together. But like I say, for demonstration purposes, I'm doing this much slower than I do in real life. I just comb down the fibers and lay it over. And it slides right off the end of that tool. So I do this with my work all the time when I'm stitching two-handed and I'm using more than one strand of floss. And as you can see, or I hope you can see, these automatically come apart. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not an expert. I don't know if this is the correct way to use a laying tool, but this is how I use the laying tool, and it's how I'm comfortable using it and how it works best for me. Anyway, have a great day everyone. Happy stitching, and we'll talk to you soon.